Alrighty, so hello YouTubers, and welcome to another unboxing slash review. Probably going to record this in two parts and make one video. Haven't used DaVinci Resolve in a while, so that'll give me an excuse to do that. Now, this is the Brawler 64 wireless gamepad that just came in today. I actually pre-ordered it a couple days ago. It was like, oh, this is like releasing in just a couple days. So I'm just going to pre-order it now. It went in, and then it like shipped like the next day. So thankfully that there was enough left to where I was able to just buy it and get it a couple days later without buying it months beforehand or something. Now, I don't have a red N64, but I got, apparently these were like limited edition ones. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Okay. I am sitting on the floor, yes. Alright, so, see a cable there. I'm using my foot. Oh. Retro Fighters. Neat. Oh, some keychain. I may put that on my keyring there. USB-C, which is nice. Yeah, these are... John Hancock did a video of this. He said that these were all color-coded. I think what he meant was this part right here shows like what you got. I'll get to that in a second. Reset button. Okay. Seems like you can replace the battery, but you gotta replace it with another lithium. Also, for this thing here, I hear you can't use certain things, like the transfer pack, basically, you know, Pokemon Stadium. Yep, it's right here. Transfer or Rumble packs. I mean, Rumble packs, it might be compatible with, but all it's going to do is vibrate the N64 if it did work. So the battery, I think, is under the sticker. Yeah, apparently you can't crack that open and change the battery. Now the finish on it is not slick. It's more of a, it's definitely a matte finish. D-pad is equal parts spongy and clicky. Kind of, it's spongy until it clicks. This feels like a loose GameCube controller. The analog stick feels very cheap. The buttons feel a little hollow. On a quality of what I equally spent on here. Like, cause here, this is the 8-bit Do SN30 Pro Plus, and this thing is absolutely phenomenal build quality. It's heavy. I would rate this like a 9.5 out of 10. Like, inclusive in closeness of like a first party. This I would rate about at a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 6.5. It's not to say it won't be good. Just being completely unbiased here. Manufactured in China, yeah. And these were approximately the same price. I believe this was 40, if memory serves. This feels like $40 more expensive than this one does. Oh well, that's fine. As long as it works. And for 40 as a pre-order thing isn't too terrible, especially for something like more niche as an N64 only device. I feel that's pretty fair for a wireless thing. This is like for the Switch. Company's bigger. You know, it's one of those things. This is more of a niche product. For what it is, I'm sure this is fine. I mean, this is okay, but those pennies that they could have used for this could have went back into the controller. At least the packaging is not extravagant. It's just this plastic shell here, which I'm thankful for. Extravagant packaging can get, it just feels like they're putting money where they could have been put into the product. This seems about pretty fair. So let's see. Does this turn at all? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so it goes up like this. Sorry, I was pushing that in. So that's how that's sitting on here. So, yeah, that's pretty much where that is. Okay. Now, question is does this come with a charge? Well, let's flip that on. Also, why are you not now displaying... Hold on, give me a second. There's that. You aren't displaying anything. Why are you not displaying anything? That's on the back. Probably gonna take a minute. Let me pause the video again. Old hardware. Alrighty. Couldn't get my, cheap Chinese EverDrive thing to work. No surprise there. So it's very delicate. However, I just put in my Majora's Mask. This case I printed out and made. I bought the case and printed out this stuff a while ago. So, yeah. Proper Majora's Mask with a lenticular... with a lenticular display, which you probably can't see on here, but yeah. So I got this charging. And the sync button's supposed to be on the back here. Oh, wait, no, that worked. Okay. Kind of weird angle, but so it's working. I guess this isn't the best game to kind of, oh, well, I do have Smash Brothers on here. I don't know if I have the actual cart. I don't think I do. I do got Melee on the disc, though. I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, it's not a review of that. So my N64 is working. And this is working too. The dead zone seems to be about right there. That seems to be the dead zone for at least the menu of Majora's Mask. So about like 20 to 30% travel before it hits that dead zone. That could be similar to how it is. The long stick of an N64 translates very weirdly to the shorter ones, although this is a little bit longer than normal. A little bit taller. Instead of being so short, which is probably a good thing. So we got a turbo and a clear. So not much else. Blinking light, just because it's charging. And maybe I'll see about getting Smash Brothers up and running. My poor, cheap Chinese fake EverDrive. And he was like, oh, just why don't you buy the, since you have like some money at the moment, or when you get the stimulus, why don't you just buy a proper Crix? They're all gone. They're all sold out. I couldn't buy one of those if I wanted to. So, yeah. Also need to get my N64 controller memory pack. I think it's... Come here. Make sure that's set to memory. Yeah, because this thing can do both. It also doesn't take batteries. It just gets it from the controller. Yeah. I need to buy a proper small memory pack. Yeah, because I really don't want that. Wait, I mean, cause what else was he going to do, I suppose? They probably could have put it on here somehow. Well, you'd have to have like 2 wireless signals going, I guess. I don't know. I know it can be done. But would it be worth the price? I mean, maybe they can put out like a pro version of this where it actually includes it on the back and just make it like 20, 30 bucks more expensive. Like, you know, like way more expensive than what it needs to be just to have like a gimmick. I'm sure like people like me would probably buy it. Yeah, I don't have any proper EverDrive. This is not a Crix. No, I don't have any proper Crix. They're all Chinese clones of his originals. which means they take forever to flash, and they're just like the 1.0 versions. Um, everything that's on his 2.0, I haven't seen like a Chinese clone. All his Chinese clones are all of the first ones. So, which he doesn't sell anymore anyway. So I don't think that's like for people that want like a cheap under 100, like $50-$60 option, and are willing to deal with all that BS and just have it like wait to flash, because all his newer stuff is like instant load, and you're paying for it. You're paying for it, so it's not like you're getting the same benefits for like the cheaper price or hurting his sales any, because these things can't do what his newer ones do. So if you can find them, which Castlevania Games at the very least, maybe I can check his website, but Castlevania Games, which is where I bought this controller, they're all sold out. They're all gone. So, yep. So I'm going to stop this part of the video, and then this will either be 2 videos. If you see 2 videos, then you'll know that maybe I screwed up in DaVinci, or I just was lazy. If this is 2 videos, I guess I just wanted it to be 2 videos. If it's 1 video, then I guess I will see you in the part where I'm playing games with it and describing how it feels. So, yeah, see you guys in a bit, or in the next video.